My beloved, my chosen one. The air feels different today, doesn't it? Like something unseen just walked into the room. Your heart isn't racing for no reason. Heaven has been calling you since before sunrise, and somehow you heard it without even trying. This is why you landed here right now, not by scrolling, not by luck, by timing that only God can set. Today, December 26th, Archangel Michael steps forward with a message that carries real weight. And listen carefully, this isn't a maybe message, this isn't a one-day message, this is a today message. A millionaire on their final breath left a wish, and your name was written in it. I know it sounds shocking, but your spirit already felt it, that's why this moment feels so intense. Before we go deeper, take one slow breath. Because when heaven opens a door, it doesn't knock gently, it moves with power. God does not weave random threads, He designs patterns of destiny. And today you are not in the background, you are the centerpiece. The one ignored for so long, is about to be lifted. The one who cried when nobody saw, is about to be remembered out loud. Now here's where it gets serious, this isn't only about money. It's about a turning point, it's about a transfer that changes your name, your story, and your future. That millionaire's wish is tied to something spiritual. It's as if their last breath carried a key, and that key is meant to unlock something in your life, that was stuck for years. If you can feel something moving in your chest right now, don't brush it off. That's not fear, it's recognition. Your spirit knows truth when it hears it. And if this message is hitting your heart, pause for 1 second, and subscribe. Seriously, not because I'm asking for numbers, but because staying connected keeps you aligned, when blessings start moving fast. And while you're here, like and share this with someone, who's been carrying silent battles too. Because some people are one message away from not giving up. Let me tell you a short story. There was a woman I once heard about. She looked fine on the outside, but inside she felt like life always chose others first. She applied, she prayed, she waited, and still doors stayed closed. Then one day out of nowhere, a forgotten letter arrived. Something that was meant for her years ago, delayed, hidden, lost. And when it finally landed in her hands, it didn't just give her help, it restored her dignity. That's what this is. It's not just a gift, it's a correction, it's divine justice. You may be thinking, why me? Why would a millionaire write my name? Why would heaven choose my life for this kind of turning point? And the answer comes fast, because you didn't quit when you wanted to. Because you kept your heart soft, while life tried to harden you. Because you endured pain silently, smiling in public, and breaking in private. And God delights in exalting the humble. Think back for a moment. How many times did you feel forgotten? How many times did someone promise they'd help, and then disappear? How many times did you watch others win, while you kept waiting? You didn't just go through struggle, you went through training. And now the greatest door of all is opening. Not by human effort, not by begging, not by chasing, but by a dying wish, that heaven sealed. And here's the warning, this moment has a window. Not because God wants to punish you, but because blessings move when you move. Doubt tries to steal the miracle, by making you delay. That's why Archangel Michael is urgent right now. He is not whispering for drama, he is calling you, because this is the day your favor is being transferred. Today, December 26th, is marked in heaven. Picture it like this: while you're reading, things are shifting behind the scenes. Papers are being moved, names are being pulled up, someone is remembering you. A connection is being prepared, an opportunity is being unlocked, something hidden is coming to the surface. And your enemies, yes, the ones who laughed, the ones who doubted, will be forced to stay quiet. Because your rise will not be explainable by luck. But listen closely, this inheritance is not only for you. It's for your children, your family, your bloodline. It's for the chains that have followed your family for generations. The lack, the struggle, the repeated pain. This is the kind of blessing that breaks patterns. The kind that changes what your last name will be known for. Heaven is rewriting history through you. Now pause right here, and think of every time you were mocked or underestimated. Those voices will soon sound far away. Because when this blessing lands, it won't just provide, it will vindicate. It will prove that you were always seen, always protected, always chosen for something bigger. That is why you are hearing this today. If your heart is still awake, do something powerful. Comment one simple word: ready. Not for me, for your own spirit. Because words are seeds, and when you declare you're ready, you stop agreeing with delay. You stop feeding fear, you step into alignment with what God already set aside for you. Now I want you to hear this clearly. You are not reading by chance. Divine timing brought you here, and the message is not soft, it is direct, it is urgent, it is loving, and it is true. The millionaire's wish that carries your name is not just legal, it is spiritual. God Himself has tied their last breath to your new beginning. So don't treat this like ordinary text. Don't treat this like another video. This is your confirmation. This is the moment you stop saying, maybe someday. And start saying, it starts now. Because once you open this door with faith, nothing on earth will be able to stop what's already meant for you. And as you stay here till the end, let this be your reminder. You are not late, you are not forgotten, you are not invisible. The heavens bend close when your name is spoken. And today, you are being called forward. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $10. A millionaire's dying wish didn't just mention your name, it marked you. Not for ordinary comfort, but for a future so huge, your mind can't even fully picture it yet. This isn't a random message floating on the internet, this is like a sealed scroll reaching you, exactly when it was supposed to. Out of billions of people breathing right now, heaven didn't highlight your neighbor, it highlighted you. And that alone should tell you something: your life has never been normal. The shock isn't that a millionaire left something behind, the shock is that their final breath carried your name. Your journey has been full of hidden battles, silent tears, and wounds nobody ever understood. Yet you didn't break, you kept going, even when your soul felt tired. And that's why heaven is responding now. Not with small help, but with a transfer that changes your whole story. A millionaire's last act before leaving this world was to attach their fortune, their empire, and even their secrets to your name. That's why Michael says, do not skip, do not dismiss, do not delay. For this moment is not just about money. It is about destiny. Here's the part most people don't realize: every time you whispered prayers quietly, heaven was listening, like it was the loudest sound in the universe. Every sigh, every tear, every time you asked, "Why me, Lord, why must I carry so much?" was recorded. And today, December 26th, those records are opening. You may feel nervous, but it's not fear, it's your spirit recognizing truth. Archangel Michael steps forward, his sword glowing, his voice trembling with urgency. Tell my child the truth. Let me make it even clearer: destiny isn't random. It isn't thrown like dice, it is written, sealed, and revealed, only when the right hour strikes. And that hour is now. You thought your waiting season would never end, you even wondered if God forgot you. But the truth is, God was preparing something so big, it required time, it required precision, it required the perfect moment. And that moment has arrived, through this millionaire's dying wish, because it became the vessel for heaven's justice. You were overlooked, now you will be over-honored. Now listen, doubt will try to creep in right here. Your mind may say, is this really for me? Could something this huge truly carry my name? But Michael's voice thunders through the veil, yes, beloved, your name is on it, not another's, not by mistake, by divine design. Every letter of your name is etched into heavenly documents. And the moment you accept that, the air starts shifting around you. Hidden inheritances locked, opportunities sealed, doors, things you couldn't access before, start opening at once. Not because you earned it perfectly, but because you are chosen. Feel that stirring inside your chest, that pressure in your spirit, that sudden heaviness, like something important is happening. That's confirmation. The angels press closer, when truth is spoken. Heaven is not playing games with you, your destiny is too important. That's why Michael is pleading, do not walk away from this message. Every second you delay, is a second you risk missing what was sealed for you. This isn't fear, this is urgency born out of love. Think about your past for a moment. How many times were you close to breakthrough, but something snatched it away? How many times did you reach the edge of a miracle, and watch it slip like sand? Those cycles end here. That's why the blessing carries urgency, because heaven knows distractions will come. The enemy would love to pull you away right now. But if you stay, if you hold on, if you keep your heart open, this inheritance cannot be stolen. It was signed, sealed, and now delivered. And my beloved, those nights you cried alone, heaven didn't miss a single one. The moments you gave love, and got nothing back, the times you stayed loyal, and got betrayed. None of it was wasted. Heaven keeps perfect accounts. And now the balance is tipping in your favor. This dying wish isn't only about earthly riches, it is about justice, it is about restoration, it is about revealing who you truly are. You are not ordinary, you are marked. If you're still here, do something powerful right now, like this video, and subscribe. Because these messages aren't meant to entertain you, they're meant to keep you aligned. And share it with someone who's been fighting in silence, because what lifted you today might lift them too. Now hear this, Michael says, tell them their faith is unlocking doors even now. Do you understand what that means? The more you lean into belief, the faster heaven moves. This message isn't just words, it's activation. It's a spiritual key placed in your hands. And with that key, you are stepping into ownership, authority, and divine recognition. Imagine the day you walk into the reality of this inheritance. Imagine the silence in the faces of people who doubted you. Imagine the relief in your chest, when you finally say, God never forgot me, He was preparing something bigger than I could imagine. That day isn't far, it's not someday, it's now. And the proof is simple, you are reading this at this exact hour, on this exact day, by divine alignment. Here's something deeper that will shake you. The millionaire did not choose you only by human thinking. No, their soul was moved by a heavenly whisper. In their final hours, angels nudged them, and their hand wrote your name. They may not have understood why, they may not have known you personally, but heaven knew, God knew. And Archangel Michael confirmed it. That's why what was sealed in the spirit, is now being revealed in the natural. So don't look at your life like it's been wasted. Don't look at your delays like they were punishment. They were protection, they were preparation. You weren't being ignored, you were being positioned. And from this moment onward, you stop expecting the same old cycle. You stop living in almost, you step into finally. Because when heaven decides your name is next, nothing can cancel it. Beloved, do you know why your life felt like it was always stuck in delay? Because the enemy could sense this day coming, long before you could. The setbacks, the sudden losses, the closed doors. None of it was random. It was resistance, it was fear of what you were about to become, once heaven finally revealed, what already had your name on it. The truth is, they tried to bury you under pain, so you would stop believing. They tried to distract you with chaos, so you would stop listening. They tried to drown you in doubt, so you would scroll past your own miracle. But you survived. And sometimes survival is the loudest proof that God's hand is on you. Because now God Himself fights for you, and Michael delivers the news with power. The inheritance is yours, the name is yours, the blessing is yours. Listen closely, heaven is not quiet today. Every angel in heaven celebrates, when a child of God finally receives, what was theirs all along. And right now the heavens are roaring with joy. Because you are not just hearing words, you are stepping into fulfillment. Your soul knows it, that's why you feel that pull, that weight, that restless feeling, like something big is pressing in. This is not content, this is covenant. Now let this sink in, this blessing is bigger than your imagination. It isn't only finances, it's freedom, it's influence, it's doors your bloodline couldn't open for generations. It's chains snapping, that you didn't even know were tied to your future. You're stepping into a realm, where your life will never be the same again. And people will look at you, and whisper, surely the hand of God is on them. Here's what makes this moment rare. The scroll of destiny doesn't open every day. It opens only at appointed times, and only for chosen souls. And right now, you are standing in front of that scroll. Your spirit already knows, that's why your heart is not calm. Archangel Michael leans forward, his voice like thunder, but filled with gentleness. And he says, "Beloved, if only you knew the size of what is being placed in your hands. You would not waste a single second in hesitation." Picture the scene for a second, the ink on that final will, that last document, that last statement. Every letter guided, every word sealed, and your name was not written in weakness, it was written with divine authority. Even as time was ending for them, heaven ensured their final act would become your new beginning. That's why this message feels urgent, like it's burning, because it's not just information, it's a turning point. And I know what your mind wants to ask: how could someone I barely knew, or maybe didn't know at all, attach me to their final wish? But heaven reminds you that people are vessels. God can plant a name in a heart, whisper a direction into someone's spirit, and guide their hands, without them fully understanding why. The millionaire was the instrument, but the true author of this blessing is God. Michael is only delivering what heaven already signed. Think back, remember the nights you prayed, and felt no answer. Remember the silence in your room, when you thought heaven wasn't listening. Beloved, those silences were not rejection. They were preparation, they were the time heaven used to align this moment, and protect what was meant for you. The treasure was being guarded, until you were ready to carry it, without losing yourself. And now, ready or not, the miracle has arrived. Don't miss what I'm about to say. There were forces trying to block this, shadows whispering lies, people trying to step into what was never theirs. But Archangel Michael fought for you. His sword of light cut through the darkness, and his shield protected the will, the wish, the name. That's why, against all odds, your inheritance stands untouched, waiting for you to claim. That's why he repeats with intensity: do not skip, do not doubt, do not delay. If you feel this hitting deep, take 2 seconds right now, like this video, and subscribe. Not because I'm chasing clicks, but because staying connected keeps you grounded when blessings start moving fast. And share it with someone who's tired of waiting, because this message might be the reason they don't give up today. Now imagine what this will do to your life. Imagine the weight lifting off your shoulders. The constant struggle, the limitations, the doors slammed in your face, shattered. This isn't just about wealth, it's about finally breathing, without fear. It's about being able to give, to live, to build, to help others, without feeling trapped. God is not giving you scraps, He is bringing abundance, that overflows. But hear me right, when you're this close, the enemy tries harder. He wants your mind to wander, he wants your heart to doubt, he wants your thumb to scroll away. Why? Because he knows, if you stay, if you believe, if you take this in fully, the seal will break, and your miracle will pour out. That's why the message feels urgent, because heaven knows how close you are to almost missing what was made for you. So stay with me, beloved, stay present, stay open. Because what's arriving isn't small, and it isn't late. It's right on time, and it has your name written all over it. But Michael stands like a strong guard at the gate, crying out, "Stay, listen, receive what is yours." And beloved, don't forget this: when heaven moves, it never moves halfway. God doesn't open a door, and then stop in the middle. When the scroll opens, it opens fully. That means this inheritance isn't a small piece, it's full, complete, overflowing, and meant to change your entire direction. Listen, this was never just about property or money. This was about legacy. That millionaire was led to write your name, because you are the vessel, to carry something forward, that will outlive you. You're not just receiving wealth, you're receiving a responsibility, that will rewrite your bloodline story. And that's why your spirit feels restless, because deep inside you know, this is bigger than a normal blessing. Now here's what will make you emotional. Every generation before you has been crying for breakthrough. Some of your ancestors prayed for the freedom you are about to touch. They dreamed of living without chains, without fear, without constant struggle. But they couldn't reach it. So heaven aimed it at you. You are the one chosen to break the cycle, lift the weight, and wear the crown. That's why this message came at this exact time. Not earlier, and not later. And my child, don't take this lightly. This isn't casual motivation, this isn't a passing feeling, this is heaven's decree. Today, December 26th, heaven marks your name. Angels release the inheritance, and Archangel Michael delivers the words that shift your story. A millionaire's dying wish names you, and they are making you the owner. Let that echo in your mind, until your spirit accepts it. Because once it settles inside you, nothing on earth can shake it away. Here's what's happening: even while you're listening, angels are moving. They are aligning people, unlocking safes, whispering in offices, and placing your name exactly where it must be. The world may call it coincidence, but you and I know it's divine order. You didn't stumble here, you were guided, step by step. So you wouldn't miss this moment. And now the choice is in front of you. Open fully, believe fully, or let it pass. Heaven begs you, through Michael's voice, do not let it pass. Beloved child, hear it again: this is not fantasy, not chance, not a random story. This is a divine appointment, written long before you were born. The same God who counts the stars, and names every wave in the sea, has whispered your name into this inheritance. And Michael, the warrior of heaven, has been standing guard over it, until today. He warns with urgency: don't let them walk away. Remind them, their name is on the scroll, their blessing is sealed, and their moment is now. And you might wonder, why would heaven choose wealth as a vessel? Why not only peace, joy, or health? But don't you see, beloved, God is not limited. He doesn't give one gift, and hold back the rest. This inheritance is not just silver and gold. It's doors opening, it's influence spreading, it's peace rising, because you no longer carry the weight of lack. Heaven knows you need freedom to fulfill your calling. And that freedom begins here. Think back for a second: every time you tried to rise, resistance showed up. Every time you stepped forward, something pulled you back. Those weren't accidents, those were blockades, designed to keep you from this very moment. The enemy saw what was coming, and trembled. That's why life felt heavy, why betrayal came, why pain pressed so hard. But you're still standing, and standing was enough. Because now the gate is opening. Beloved, imagine what it feels like when an angel places a crown on your head. That's what today feels like in the spirit. You may not see it yet, with your eyes, but your soul can feel it. That tightness in your chest, that strange stirring inside, that electricity in your body. That is your spirit recognizing a new mantle being placed on you. Archangel Michael whispers, "Do you feel it? That is heaven crowning you with ownership." Now hear this clearly, the millionaire's dying wish is not an end, it's a beginning. For them, it was their last act. For you, it is your first step into a life you never imagined. They poured their final breath into signing your future, and heaven honored it by sealing it with divine authority. That's why no one can truly contest this blessing, not courts, not relatives, not enemies, not time. Because it is sealed in heaven. Child of destiny, you've asked many times, when will it be my turn, when will my life shift? And heaven answers, your turn is now, your shift is today. Every disappointment before this was proof the miracle was being saved for the perfect time, and the perfect time is here. And listen closely, Archangel Michael isn't only giving you news, he's giving you instruction. He says, do not doubt, do not delay, keep your heart open, believe fully. Because belief is the key that unlocks the transfer. Faith is not only hope, it is currency in the spirit. And your faith today will finalize what heaven already signed. If this message is speaking to you right now, don't just listen quietly, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who's tired of waiting. Because the moment you stay connected, you stay aligned. And when you stay aligned, blessings move faster than you ever expected. Beloved, this blessing is so large, it will overflow into every part of your life. Your home will change, your relationships will shift, your influence will expand. People will look at you differently, not because of wealth alone, but because your life will carry a glow that can't be faked. The glow of divine favor. But it won't be only because of the blessing, it will be because people will clearly see heaven's hand on you. They will know you are chosen. Some will envy, yes, but many more will be inspired. Because your life will become proof that God still works miracles in real time. Don't be shocked when old wounds start healing without you forcing it. Pain that held on to you for years will finally loosen its grip. Doors that stayed locked for decades will suddenly swing open like they were never chained. That's what happens when heaven releases a scroll with your name on it. It doesn't just change your bank account, it changes your entire atmosphere. Remember the lowest moments, when you felt abandoned, forgotten, and betrayed by people you trusted the most. Beloved, that pain was not pointless. Those tears were not wasted. That struggle became fertilizer, it watered the ground of your destiny. And now, from the same ground, where you once felt buried. A harvest is rising. That's why Archangel Michael speaks with such passion. Because this is bigger than comfort, this is completion. Tell them their tears were never wasted, tell them their suffering bought this crown, tell them their faith unlocked this inheritance. And now listen, because there's something deeper, most people will never understand. The dying millionaire's wish wasn't just a financial legacy, it was spiritual alignment. Their mind was moved by unseen hands. Angels guided their pen, heaven bent their thoughts, and when those final documents were signed, your name became the vessel for something greater. This is not a human story. It is heavenly design, playing out on earth. I can almost see you right now, sitting there, reading, feeling your heart race. Your spirit is trembling, and you're wondering why. That is not coincidence, that is confirmation. You already feel the pull, you already know this is for you. The only choice left is whether you step fully into it, or let hesitation steal it again. Do not let hesitation win. Michael says, tell them this is their last warning. Skip this, and they skip the miracle. So pause for a moment. Place your hand on your heart, feel that rhythm. That isn't just blood pumping, that is heaven knocking. Each beat is saying, now, now, now. Do not delay, beloved. This message will not wait forever. The scroll is open, the angels are watching, the gates are unlocked, all that is left is your yes. And don't underestimate the power of a simple yes. It can move mountains you've been staring at for years. Beloved, the heavens are heavy with your name. Archangel Michael stands in full armor, the flame of his sword lighting up every dark corner that tried to suffocate you. He says with fire in his voice, tell them this is not for someone else. This is theirs, this is their name, their crown, their inheritance. The urgency is not to scare you, it's to awaken you. The scroll is open, but it will not stay open forever. Heaven's decrees wait only for the bold. My child, you may think you're small, you may think others are more deserving. But that is exactly why heaven chose you. God delights in lifting the one the world ignores. You were overlooked by people, but written into the heart of God. That's why a millionaire, in their final breath, could not rest until your name was secured. This was divine justice. Do you remember when you thought your prayers bounced back unheard? Do you remember whispering into your pillow, wondering if heaven forgot you? Every word, every tear, every sigh was collected. Not one cry was wasted. And today, those cries are turning into a harvest. Michael declares, tell them their waiting has ended, tell them their time has come, tell them today is their crown. Beloved, when a scroll in heaven opens, the earth responds. You may not see it with your eyes at first, but you will feel it in your spirit. Doors that were rusted shut, begin to creak open. People who once ignored you, become compelled to favor you. Systems that resisted you, start collapsing at your feet. That's what happens when God writes your name into an inheritance. It becomes unstoppable. It becomes irreversible. And understand this clearly, the millionaire's wish was not random. Their hand was guided, their thoughts were whispered into. They were a vessel, used in the final hour, to transfer what belonged to you, all along. Heaven didn't need their wealth, it needed their obedience. And in that moment, obedience was birthed. Your name was written, your life was shifted. Now you stand, at the edge of fulfillment. And child of destiny, wealth is not the only transfer happening. Authority is being placed on you, influence is being given, peace is being poured, freedom is being unlocked. For years you walked with chains, for years you felt unseen. Now heaven says, no more. The weight is lifting, the burden is breaking, the light is shining. If you're still here, don't just watch silently, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who feels forgotten. Because staying connected keeps your spirit aligned. And alignment is how you recognize your miracles when they arrive. You are not who you were yesterday. You are stepping into a new season, a new name, a new life. And if you're asking, what must I do to secure this? The answer is simple but powerful. Believe. Believe fully, believe without hesitation. Because belief is the key that unlocks the transfer. For faith is the hand that receives what heaven releases, and this is why the next step is not struggle, it's agreement. Michael says, tell them their faith is the seal, tell them their faith activates the transfer. You cannot earn this blessing, you can only accept it. And acceptance begins with believing, so don't try to prove yourself right now, just open your heart, because heaven responds faster to surrender than to stress. Can you feel the shift around you as you listen? Even while these words enter your spirit, angels are arranging details you can't see. Papers are being moved, signatures are lining up, doors are unlocking, timelines are being corrected. What looks impossible in the natural, is already complete in the spirit, and the only thing left, is your agreement. Once you agree, nothing on earth can overturn it. And that's why Michael's voice trembles with urgency, do not skip, do not delay, this is the window, walk through it now. Think of the people who doubted you for a moment, the ones who mocked you, laughed at your struggle, and treated your pain like entertainment. Soon they will be silenced, not because you fight them, but because God will vindicate you. This blessing will speak louder than any explanation you could ever give. People will be forced to admit, surely the hand of God is on them. And your life itself will become the testimony you couldn't write with words. Beloved, I see generations rejoicing. Ancestors who prayed for freedom, who begged for change, who dreamed of a better tomorrow, but never touched it. They are watching you now. You are the one chosen, to carry what they could not. And their prayers are echoing in your veins. This inheritance is not only for you, it is for your bloodline. You are breaking curses, unlocking blessings, rewriting history. And your yes today becomes the bridge they always hoped for. Let me whisper this truth, so it lands deep. You are not here by accident, you are not reading by chance. Heaven aligned this moment, this day, this hour, so you would not miss it. Out of billions on earth, this message found you, because your name is on it. Michael confirms it, God sealed it. The scroll has opened, and now the question is simple. Will you believe, or will you let it pass? Beloved, this is your final window. And Archangel Michael is weeping with urgency, not out of fear, but out of love. Saying, do not let my child miss this. Tell them the gates are wide, but the time is short. Tell them this inheritance, this blessing, this crown, will not circle back, if they walk away. Heaven is serious right now. The scroll is open, your name is blazing like golden fire. And angels are surrounding you, even as you take this in. You have carried pain long enough, you have been silent long enough, you have questioned your worth long enough. Today is the day heaven answers back with thunder. You are worthy, you are chosen, and you are written into a story no one else can touch. A millionaire's last act was to honor you, and God's eternal act is to crown you. Don't doubt it anymore, this is who you are, and this is what you were being prepared for. Imagine it, beloved, walking into rooms you never dreamed of, holding keys you never thought could be yours. Imagine your enemies quiet, your family rejoicing, your spirit finally breathing in freedom. This is not fantasy, this is prophecy. The inheritance is not coming, it is here. Heaven doesn't speak in empty promises, heaven speaks in decrees. And this decree has your name engraved right into it. Think of the peace that will flood you, when you no longer live in scarcity. Think of the joy, when you realize every delay was setting you up for acceleration. Think of the relief, when your spirit finally whispers, God never forgot me, He was preparing something unimaginable. That is the moment you are in right now. This is not tomorrow, this is now. And the only thing that can block the flow, is hesitation, pretending to be waiting. Beloved, Archangel Michael warns again. Tell them hesitation is the enemy's trap, tell them delay is the thief of destiny. If they skip everything. If they stay, they receive everything. This is the final edge of the mountain, take the step, believe without looking back. The inheritance is already unlocked, heaven is waiting for your yes. And when you say yes, it will not just change your life, it will ripple into generations. Your children will walk freer, your family will live lighter, your name will carry honor, where once it carried doubt. You are not only receiving wealth, you are receiving restoration. And that's why this message burns so deeply. This is bigger than you. It is about the legacy of your bloodline. And the moment you accept it, you step out of survival, and into your true season. Beloved, pause and take this truth. You were never forgotten, you were always marked. God kept you hidden, until the right time. And now the unveiling begins. The angels sing, as you awaken to your inheritance. The heavens roar with joy. And Archangel Michael smiles, his sword raised high. Declaring, my child has heard, my child has believed, my child will not miss it. Do not let go of this moment, hold it, breathe it, accept it. The scroll has opened, the blessing is poured, the crown is placed, and beloved, this is not just a line, it's a reality, being activated around you right now. This is the miracle you waited for, the word you needed, and the day heaven chose, to hand it to you. If your spirit feels like it's trembling, don't panic. That trembling isn't fear, it's recognition. Your soul knows when truth enters the room. The shock is this: you were born for this hour. You were carried through storms, not to break you, but to build you. Every scar you carry is turning into a seal of glory. And Archangel Michael whispers again, "Do you see, beloved? You were never abandoned, only hidden, until the crown was ready." That's why even your hardest seasons now look different. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. Now listen closely: what's pouring into your life isn't one gift. It's a flood. Answers arriving at once, breakthroughs unlocking like dominoes, miracles spreading faster than doubt can keep up. The millionaire's wish was the earthly key, but the heavenly door is far greater. When this door opens, it doesn't open to one room, it opens to an entire new world. Business, influence, property, relationships, divine favor. They're connected like golden chains, and each link has your name glowing on it. That rush in your chest right now, that's your spirit seeing what your eyes haven't touched yet. It's already yours in the unseen. All that remains is for you to walk in faith and let heaven unfold the rest. Don't try to control it, just stay aligned. Because heaven doesn't need your perfection, it needs your belief. Think about the years of silence you endured. You thought nothing was happening, like your prayers were buried under time. But those years were not wasted, they were building momentum. Like roots growing deep underground, before the tree ever shows fruit. And now all at once, the sprouting has begun. Everything hidden is bursting forth, every seed you sowed in tears, is now rising with joy. Heaven is crying out, "Now, beloved, now is the hour." Don't be surprised when unexpected people start contacting you, when help shows up without you begging, when doors open that you didn't even knock on. That's not random favor, it's divine orchestration. Angels are whispering in the ears of those assigned to bless you, hearts are softening, minds are turning, situations are bending in your favor. Even those who once resisted you will feel compelled to release what belongs to you. Because Archangel Michael assures you, what is yours cannot be stolen, and what has your name cannot be erased. Beloved, I have to tell you this blessing will shock even you. You think you can imagine it, but your imagination is too small. God moves beyond limits, and this inheritance is not only financial, it is spiritual elevation, emotional healing, physical renewal. It's the kind of shift where you wake up one day and realize, my life is not the same, I'm walking in promise. Look at what's happening in the spirit, the light of heaven is breaking through clouds that once covered your path. You felt surrounded by darkness, like every step forward hit an invisible wall. But those walls are falling now. You're not just walking free, you're being carried. Angels are lifting you, unseen hands are guiding you, and Archangel Michael goes before you, with fire in his sword. He whispers urgently, "Tell my beloved, the fight is over. Tell them, the blessing is not pending. It is pouring." This moment is like a waterfall of miracles, washing away years of dryness. Every no you heard is being replaced with heaven's loud yes. Every door that slammed is being replaced with gates so wide, it will shock those who once mocked you. Your enemies may be watching, some celebrate, some envy, some whisper behind closed doors. But none of them can stop what God has sealed. Heaven laughs at their schemes, because this inheritance was birthed long before their plans. And Archangel Michael says, "Smile, beloved." Their whispers are dust, compared to the thunder of God's decree. This isn't revenge, it's vindication. It isn't payback, it's divine justice. And when justice comes from heaven, no earthly voice can silence it. My child, pause and breathe. Think of the tears you cried under blankets, the nights you questioned your worth, the days you carried burdens, heavier than your shoulders could bear. Those moments were counted, heaven wept with you, angels stood guard, even when you felt alone. And now those tears have become currency, exchanged for blessings multiplied. Returned as overflowing joy. This inheritance is the return of every silent prayer, the reward of every unspoken sacrifice. It's God's way of saying, I saw you, even when no one else did. And let this truth settle deep. The millionaire's last wish was not just an earthly arrangement, it was heaven's proof of how deeply you are loved. A person's final breath carried your name. Their last thought was linked to your future. Their hand signed a paper that transferred not only wealth, but honor into your life. Was this coincidence? No. It was divine orchestration. They were the vessel, and you are the receiver. Beloved, heaven's blessings are never half measures. When God releases, He releases in abundance. When He lifts completely. This inheritance will not trickle, it will overflow. Not just in money, but in peace, in health, in joy, in relationships, in opportunities. Every area where you once cried, not enough, will now echo with more than enough. Michael whispers, tell my child, their cup is not half empty, it is overflowing. Tell them, their season of crumbs is over. The feast is here. And beloved, let that hit your spirit. Because you didn't survive all of that, just to keep living on leftovers. You have lived with less, but now you will live in overflow. You have walked through shadows, but now you will shine in light. And no one will be able to dim it. Beloved, pause and see this clearly. People who laughed at you will soon stare in silence. They won't understand how your story changed so fast, how doors opened overnight, how favor found you without warning. But you will know the truth, it wasn't your cleverness, it wasn't your strength. It was heaven's hand. And heaven's hand cannot be stopped. This inheritance isn't just a transaction, it's a testimony. It will prove that God defends His own. That blessings delayed are never blessings denied. And that you were never forgotten, only prepared. Destiny doesn't tiptoe into your life, beloved. It arrives like thunder. It shakes the ground under your feet, not to scare you, but to wake you up. Even right now, something inside you knows, a shift has happened. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are walking under a new decree, a new covering, a new name written in fire. Archangel Michael speaks with strength. Tell my child, they are no longer waiting. Tell them, the blessing is here. Tell them, heaven has decided. And nothing can overturn it. And if you ever felt invisible before, hear this. Today you are spotlighted in the Spirit. Heaven's eyes are on you, heaven's favor is pouring over you. The inheritance that felt delayed, is rushing toward you, like a river that can't be held back. So don't shrink now, don't hide now, this is not the time to doubt, this is the time to receive. Beloved, imagine the sound of chains snapping, one after another. That's the sound surrounding your life right now. Generational chains, that followed your family, invisible weights, that crushed your joy, financial limits, that caged your dreams. Breaking all at once. You can almost feel the lightness already, that's what freedom tastes like. And this transfer is not only wealth, it's freedom. Real freedom. The kind that spreads to your home, your family, and your children's children. Michael's words echo again, you are the vessel of freedom. You are the turning point, you are the answer, your bloodline prayed for. Every tear you shed, became fuel for this fire. Every rejection you endured, proved you were built for more. Every prayer that felt unanswered, was not ignored, it was stored. And now heaven is pouring it back, at the right time. Multiplied beyond measure. Beloved, this is bigger than repayment. This is restoration. And restoration is always greater, than what was lost. Years you thought were wasted, will be redeemed in days. People who walked away, will watch you rise. The emptiness you carried, will be replaced, with abundance you didn't even know you could hold. Child of light, there are moments, when heaven bends close, and whispers destiny louder than usual. This is one of those moments. Today is not like yesterday, today is marked, today is written, today is sealed. Archangel Michael pleads with urgency, do not miss this. Do not let doubt or distraction steal it. This is your name, this is your crown, this is your inheritance. Heaven does not exaggerate, and when heaven says it is yours, it is already written in golden ink.